Don't just beware of betrayal. Be ready for betrayal too. You will be betrayed at some point in your life. People will turn against you once they get what they want. It's normal. That's normal human behavior. But you notice that people are usually be warned of beware of betrayal. But what of the ones you think you've secured and they turn around and backstab you? The guy that stabbed Caesar was his best friend, Brutus. As Caesar lay dying, he now saw the face of the guy that stabbed him. He was like, "You too, Brutus." Like, he couldn't believe. He could not believe. It was heartbreak that killed Caesar, not even the stabs. It was heartbreak that his best friend stabbed him. When I was in school, right, I was running student elections. All right, I wanted to acquire a position in university then. So not university now, but back then, right? So I was going from class to class to meet course reps, all right, so that they can give me permission to speak to the students in their class, all right. So now these course reps have organized themselves into political groups because their class is an audience. Now, if you want to talk to their constituency, you have to take permission. Now they give you a list of what you have to come with, and you have to go to their house off campus. So we would go there. I'll go with my men, trace down the house of this course rep, and we'll bring crates, how many crates of mineral, how many crates of beer, how many whatever chicken, and some money in an envelope to be able to speak to him so that he will give us permission to come to school the next day and talk in his class. So we'll present these things. And one of the course reps that I met, I was presenting this thing to him. He collected everything. Then he told me, they had like 4 or 5 of them, and we were like 7, 8 to 10 that came. After they collected everything, he told me that, Mr. Dave, you need to know that politics is a game of interests. Yeah, shocked me. It didn't make sense to me. It was the first time I'm hearing that. He said everything is interest, that if our interests align, that he will support me, but if it doesn't align, it wasn't making sense to me. You understand? And he kept asking me, "What are you going to do to support?" I said, "But I brought what I'm supposed to bring. You said, I got the message. You said that we should bring these things." I said, "You said what?" This guy was trying to collect more from me. Fortunately, at that time, I didn't have the money to spend. I didn't have extra cash to spend. And the next day, I showed up in their class with my men, and they gave us permission. We climbed the stage. We addressed their class. They were like senior to us then. We addressed and everything, and we left. Eventually, I lost the election, right? My friend, my very good friend, even to today, was the one that won. So it was later that people from that class were telling me, "Do I know that when I climb this stage and speak to the class, when I leave, the guy, that course rep, will climb the stage and start reversing, countering everything I said, reminding the class that the guy they are voting for is my friend. Remember, my friend is my classmate, so we are good friends, good friends. But this is what is happening in the field. You get." So it was after losing that election that I really got to understand how politics works. And it was a game of interest, really. He had interests. There were some interests he had with the other guy, interest in quotes. Basically, this is a reason to support the other guy, incentives. Do you understand? So that was a very basic training for me on how politics works. Eventually, I won another position in school, which was much higher than the one I contested for initially, because I understood how the game was played. So I played it properly the next time. You understand? But I learned something really important about life there, that people can switch up on you. Even people that are begging you for favors, they can still switch up on you and backstab you if the interests change. Think about the most people you trust with your life today. If interests change, they will switch up. In this country, right, we had musicians, twins, almost identical. They were running a music business. They are the best musicians in Africa. They wear uniform all the time. We can't even easily demarcate or distinguish between their voices. They ran this thing for many years. People thought it was an unbreakable bond. Guess what happened when they married? The moment they married, interest switched. They started fighting each other. They fought each other for years before they could resolve that. Before they could resolve that and started working together again, took time. And this is because they really fought to even resolve the issue. What of families that they are unable to ever resolve that issue again? There are families where brother has murdered his own brother, buried the person. The one I saw day before yesterday was a guy that unalived his own parents, cut off their neck and buried before he was caught in this country. Why? He was trying to do rituals. His sisters and younger ones were there. Like they were still in there. It's not like they traveled out. Maybe they went out to the market to get something. This guy just quickly terminated his parents. Why? Because he wanted to use them for rituals. His interest has realigned. He wants to make money. Now his desire for making money is now more than the value his parents have to him. So interests will always change. So as a person, you should always be ready for people to switch up on you when interests change. You don't trust people's movements. You check out whether they have enough incentives to backstab you. If human beings have enough incentives to leave you, I'm telling you 99% will leave you. 99% will switch up on you. Some people have started businesses that has crashed because they trusted, they went with emotion instead of looking at interests. What could this person possibly do? There's a law that says that whatever could possibly go wrong will eventually go wrong given enough time. If you're dealing with humans and you can see clearly that there's a loophole in this system, this guy can take this money and run away. Eventually, that guy, even if they don't know it, they will eventually find out. And when they find out, they will run like that. They will take it. It's like current. Current flows through the path of least resistance. If you have two wire now, current is going like this. There's one up, there's one down, and there's resistance here. Current will follow the one down. So eventually, if human beings that you're working with eventually figure out that there's a better way, there's a better person like you than you, they will leave you and move to the person. That's how relationships break. What do you think breaks relationships? 99% is because they found somebody better than you. I'm telling you. And they will always find. So you don't just prepare for that. You don't just beware of betrayal. You have to be prepared for it. It will happen. If it happens, okay, yeah, that's life. So you make contingency plans for when it happens. If it happens, you're not shocked. It's like investing in crypto. Investing in crypto is great. But what if you lose your money? So that means you shouldn't take your school fees and invest in crypto. You invest money you can afford to lose. So if you lose money, you say, oh well, yeah, I took it. I took the risk. So it happens all the time in life. Even your company, you think you have built a strong core team. Wait till one of the team members gets an opportunity elsewhere that is better than the one you're with. Wait till they get it. You'll be shocked. Even all the contracts you have on record, they are willing to break the contract and leave. So it happens all the time. So as a person that you are, being the CEO of your own life, always watch out for interests. When interests change, most people don't have the willpower to continue. They will switch up with the interests. Most people are NPCs. So please click the share button. Make sure you share and follow me. Click the plus sign to follow me. Thank you very much.